Great to meet you.
Great to meet you.
Before we talk about the film, you owe me an apology because emotionally I was absolutely broken by the end of this film. Everybody in the screening was stumbling out. The women were desperately trying to put their makeup right before they went. The blokes were. I need to rehydrate. I cried so much.
I hate to be laughing at your sadness, but it's a nice feeling because I feel like the movie is. I mean, I feel like it's successful when it moves people to that place, and I think that's not to say the point, because I feel like any response is appropriate.
Sure.
But it's nice. It's nice to hear.
It is quite extraordinary looking at you physically as the boxer. I can't imagine what you had to go through to get into that sort of condition.
Well, I didn't know how to box when I first started the process. I was nervous because I knew nothing really about boxing, and I hadn't
You'd
done
never
that
boxed before? You'd never
I mean, a bit, cardio,
bit of
aerobic,
yeah,
a bit of mitts every once in a while, but and so I knew I really had to learn how to box, and more than that, I just had to feel confident and somewhat graceful doing it.
I've done a lot of boxing in the past, and I had a charity boxing fight and did a lot of sparring. But the thing that happens is you have in your eye, you have an idea of how you look when you box. Yeah. But beginning boxers, amateur boxers, are nowhere near as graceful as professional boxers. Yeah. And really, my fight was a couple of blokes throwing handbags around after having a two. We're essentially slapping each other. Yeah. And that's not what you can't do that because he's a world champ. Yeah. And you've got to be believable. Everything has to be perfect. It has to be like a professional would do it. But the relationship between your character and your daughter and little Una that plays your daughter is just remarkable. That's what broke me because, of course, they go through this extraordinary fall from grace and battle.
The second Una Lawrence, who plays my daughter, came in to read for the role, I just fell in love with her, I mean, she won a Tony playing Matilda on Broadway. So she's highly skilled, but really, her personality, she walked in with these oversized tennis shoes and, these like colorful patterned leggings and these glasses, and she was just a real girl, and so I saw her and I really fell for her immediately, and that never ended throughout the whole shoot, Not only my respect for her as an actor, which sort of just made me fall for her even more every time we'd do a scene because it was fun to work with her, but just her as a human. So that stuff came very easily. That love between us was just inherent, and I adore her. Yeah. I really adore her.
If you set out to break me completely, you did absolutely great, Jay.
Making me laugh.
Yeah,
like, if you set out to break me, I'm like,
you did it. It worked, like some evil genius. Jake, it's an absolute pleasure to meet you. Thank you for coming, and best of luck with the movie.
Thank you so much.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was great.
Thank you.
For some reason or the other, when I said it, I'll be back, I just felt there was this I'll. It didn't sound strong enough that it maybe would be more machine-like saying, I will be back. And James Cameron said, no, I'll just stay with I'll be back.